This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
Our buddy's coming over.
Which buddy?
Harry.
The mayor of Judork Titties.
Yeah. He's coming over here.
I know. I can't wait to see him in his little curls.
Well, he'll be here very shortly.
We've been friends with Ari for a long time.
Harry's been our guy a long time.
Ari Schaefer. Now he's all East Coast Ari.
East Coast Harry.
What a strange ranger. I can't wait to hear what he's been up to.
Definitely got a weird something going on.
What's going on with
Let's
that
start
guy?
this show. Let's get
Okay,
into
sure,
it.
Sure,
Let's do our
Gene,
thing.
Sure, Gene, sure.
Play with our jeans.
Play with our jeans.
Lou, these chicks will do anything for a buck. Horny, bored housewives are waiting for you. Watch these bitches be anally destroyed. Big black cocks. How do they do it?
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to Your Mom's House.
Try it out.
You made such a dad face. Like you were like a dad playing a guitar.
I was jamming out with because Lou Reed. Were
You
were
hate Lou Reed.
I do. I don't hate him, but
Yeah, I love the Velvet Underground. I like Lou Reed.
You were affected when he died, right?
I was, because I liked the Velvet Underground more than I liked his independent stuff.
Yeah.
But when he died, you were very disrespectful.
Was I?
Oh, you were so disrespectful. You were like, fuck Lou Reed. I don't know what's up with him. I don't give a shit
talk like,
about
what the
Lou
fuck?
fucking Reed.
I'm a bus driver from the Bronx now.
You were pretty much like that. You were like, fuck that guy. I don't like his fucking shit.
No, I wasn't.
You were. You're very
I don't like his
hostile.
fucking
You
shit.
didn't say fucking shit. But you were just very like, I don't care. I don't
That sounds more
care.
like me.
Lou Reed, whatever.
I don't care. That sounds like me.
I think because you don't like good things. Like you don't like good music.
Right.
The way I like good stuff.
Mm-hmm. So far, it's strong argument.
We were in the car and there's like 2 songs in your whole iTunes library that I really like, and the rest I'm like, is this real or do they just play
Well,
this at
one
the
you
mall?
gifted me, so you're not
One I
really
gi-
saying a lot. You gifted me Tones on Tail.
But you listen to like mall music, like the shit they play
Mall music.
in H&M. That's the shit that's in your iTunes, like Rihanna or fucking. Like I know a lot of people like Beyonce,
Yeah.
and I don't. I'm ashamed to say I don't. I couldn't name more.
Tell
than
me,
one.
tell me the story again of me not waking up last night.
You're the worst. Oh my god, you're such
makes
an
me laugh.
asshole. You're the worst. So
Tell me.
our infant was crying at 2:30 in the morning.
Well, first the child was crying at
An hour before, yeah.
1:30.
And being super preggers, we sleep upstairs. The baby's downstairs. So I was like, I don't want to get up, go downstairs. It's hard for me to lift him at this
So you
point.
woke me up.
So woke you up on the first cry.
I was in a fucking deep sleep on that one.
You were always in a deep sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw up. And so the second fit of crying comes, and I sleep light. I'm immediately awake. The dogs are up. They're like, "Who's crying?" The whole house is up, except for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a deep snore.
Deep snore.
And I can't reach over to touch you because I have that pregnancy pillow that I'm encased in, and I can't like touch you. You're too far from me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Tom. And I keep getting louder, and I go, Tom Segura. And I'm like screaming. The dogs are like jumping up and down, like freaked out.
Yeah.
And you're just sawing away. I'm like, this is unfucking believable.
I didn't hear a thing.
No. Because you're in such a coma. And thankfully he stopped crying. He put himself back to sleep. But I was like, this is unbelievable.
Well, you know, the thing is, you get a little adrenaline when you first jump. Like when I went down at 1:30.
Yeah.
You have a little adrenaline to get up out of sleep and go down to to pick up your kid, right? So when I went down there, I was like, whew. And I remember when I sat in the chair with him, I was like, holy shit. Like, I'm half asleep right now.
Yeah.
And he chilled back down pretty easily. But when I got back to bed, man, that really
You're so ridiculous. I was saying it just as loud
Crazy. I
as
have no
was.
recollection of this, obviously.
No,
at
I
all.
know, and I was like, I can't believe he's sleeping straight. You were ripping through it. I'm
I
like,
love that
this
you
is
you said
unreal.
my full name.
Of course,
Tom Segura.
Tom Segura. Hoping that maybe you thought I was referring to a different Tom in the room, and you were like, that can't be me. That's not my
It's
Tom.
not me. I
Yeah,
didn't hear
it's
it.
so fucking crazy, dude. How deep you are. You're such a
I
deep
know.
sleeper. But it's good because I get up every hour to pee practically, and I'm like, oh, I'm just waking this poor guy up all
I
night.
don't remember fully disrespecting this guy when he died.
You did not like him. If
How would I? I don't even know him.
Yana, any super fans out there?
I think what I have a somewhat of a recollection. I think what happened, to be fair, is that when he died, it's like, what's he known for? I was like, oh, I don't care for that. Like whatever he did, I don't care for. So it doesn't
walk
affect
on the wild side.
right. So it's like
That
I don't,
song.
and I
Color
don't
girls
have,
go,
I don't
do, do,
hate
do.
it. I'm saying I'm like I don't care for it. It doesn't affect me.
No.
And therefore, his death is like, I'm not happy he's dead, but I'm just saying, like,
No, you were a little hostile.
Was I?
Yeah, it was a day for you. It was an off day. I think maybe you were taking it out on Lou Reed.
really.
Yana's out there listening. If y'all could reference said episode in question, super fans out there, we could dig up that audio, Blue Band, and we could replay your reaction to Lou Reed's death.
I don't know how this came to us, but this is from.
Oh, you're just
it's-
changing the subject just
No,
like that.
this is Lou Reed.
Oh.
I'm saying I don't know how this video came to us, but this is a special feature from the Thinking XXX DVD featuring Lou Reed reading various taglines from XXX movies and advertisements. I don't know
Cool.
why this is in our inbox, but
I like it.
yeah.
You like it.
There's no reason for me to read the title of the piece.
I love the title.
Welcome, Lou.
Sure.
Welcome, Lou. Pause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome, Lou by Lou Reed.
Yeah.
Welcome, Lou by Lou. Hey, Lou. These chicks will do anything for a buck. Horny, bored housewives are waiting for you. Watch these bitches be anally destroyed. Big, black cocks. How do they do it? Insane penetrations, a fucking baseball bat. No bullshit. These horny women will do anything. Why be alone? Japanese hardcore anime and hentai art nasty. Over 25,000 XXX by today's best Asian artists. These women will moan for you. The flesh pussy. Tighter and better than the real thing. And they won't talk back.
It's real nice of him to do the voiceover with the toothpick in his mouth.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
It's very distracting.
I mean,
You know who
you're
has
definitely not enunciating the way you should be with
No.
a toothpick in your mouth.
no, you know who hates toothpick users?
Your dad?
Hates them.
Yeah.
Like since I was a little kid, would point out, look at this fucking asshole with his fucking toothpick. He thinks he's cool. Like, he just had such disdain for
This
it.
kind of toothpick thing, like where it's hanging.
Yeah.
Hanging out of your mouth.
He said, "You look so stupid picking the food out of his mouth with a fucking toothpick."
Why the disdain
I would
thing?
pluralize it. The toothpicks.
Why do you think he's so upset?
I don't know. He must have had some early childhood experience with toothpicks that stuck with him. Excuse me, that's pregnant. I'm vomiting in my own mouth. I don't know. He just felt it was very American and very crass,
Yeah.
I think. I'm not a big toothpick user, are you?
No, I mean I will if I'm leaving a place. As I'm leaving, if I feel like I need it and they have them, I'll do that for that moment. Like if you
Yeah.
go, I feel something here, but I'm not always getting toothpicks.
I feel like they don't really do
I
the
don't
job.
walk around with them like this fucking jackass does.
Oh, there's the disdain.
There you go.
There it goes.
Yeah.
I don't think they do much. I feel like they just push the food further in between your
And
teeth.
the level of disrespect for the people that ask them
Oh.
to come in. I'm gonna do a voiceover with a toothpick in my mouth.
I agree. Well, he's Lou Reed, man.
I know, but why don't you start chewing gum? Be like, I'm gonna do the fucking voiceover with chewing gum. Quiet. Hey, you guys like that? It's part of the show.
Schnitzel. They got their summer dog haircuts today.
Yeah,
That's on my Instagram if you want to see.
it's weeks old by now.
Oh, that's true. But they look so stupid. We cut their hair short.
We're trying to get ahead of the game because Christina has this tumor in her belly, and we gotta,
I gotta take a big
see what it
shit.
is. We gotta take a shit.
What was that joke you used to have about I didn't know I was
It's
pregnant?
about that show we were watching.
Well, we just saw I didn't know I was pregnant again.
It says it's called I still didn't know I was pregnant.
I still don't know.
And then I was like, no way, not again.
But didn't you have the joke?
Somebody that fucking already went through this.
Yeah, the same dum-dum, and now twice this dum-dum doesn't know. But your joke was like, I had to take a shit, and then when I took a shit, it was a baby. Is that how it went?
Something like that. I forget the wording of it.
I gotta take a
Like,
shit.
I gotta take a shit, but then when I went to shit, it wasn't a shit. It was a baby.
Oh, baby, so come out on me and I shitted it out.
Ridiculous.
Order now. Mr. J. Watson of Akron writes, I increased the length of my penis by 3 inches in 1 week. Girth by 2 inches. My wife is delighted, and so am I with your invaluable product. Big fucking African brothers, put it to the white bitch and hose.
Hey.
What these sluts won't do, facial cum shots and our famous cum shake. Yes, that's right. I want it.
It does sound like slam poetry when he reads these descriptions, no?
Yeah. Looks like he finally took the toothpick out.
He did. Yeah,
nice.
That's interesting. He made a good choice there.
Real nice.
Real nice, you fucking crazy.
By the way, I can already tell you that I'll get these butthurt emails now. Lou was my favorite. He's a legend.
How dare
you disrespect him?
I liked Lou Reed a lot. I thought I was very sad when he died.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Wow. I can't wait until Skinner dies and you start crying rivers.
Who?
Leonard Skinner.
Why would I cry about that?
Well, remember we were pulling up and you were like, you had, first of all, I've never heard a full Leonard Skinner song in my life.
Yeah.
You played it for me. What did you play? Free Bird, right? I know the title.
No. It's Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah. Saturday night.
No. You're like, don't you know, you stupid bitch?
No, I
You've never
didn't say it
fucking
like
listened
that.
to Skinner? No,
But
I
it was on a
haven't.
shuffle. It's not. You're acting like.
I grew up in the Valley. We don't listen to Leonard Skinner in the San Fernando Valley. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
God, we're more class than that.
It's here's the song. Saturday Night Special.
Okay.
I bought that song after hanging out with Joey Diaz.
Oh, does he
He
like
played
that?
it for me. Yeah, he played it for me, and I bought it. I like the song. I like the way it opened.
I hate that shit. That shit is like.
Yeah, but you think that I would be emotionally affected if
They're
someone
your
died?
favorite. You're always playing
I
Skinner.
don't even know the name of the song.
You play. We were parking in the driveway. Remember a couple days ago, and you're like, "This is Leonard Skinner."
I know what you're saying, but you're saying that I would be affected.
Yeah, you probably cry because I remember. Every time I hear one of your garbage musics like that in your iTunes,
You're really, really disrespectful with this shit.
I imagine you in college in South Carolina.
North Carolina.
Same thing. And you and your friends are sitting in lawn chairs and you're drinking your beers, and there's like a barbecue, and then you're like, "Hey, Red, hey, turn that Skinner up," and then you guys all cheers each other, and then you go raping or
Oh my
hogging.
God.
Hogging, that's what you called it. When you go find big chicks,
Yeah.
and then you'd bang. Didn't you go hogging?
No.
Who went hogging?
This kid Craig told me about this. I told you the whole story. He said he was going hogging, and I go, "What is that?" He's like, "Come on, man. You know what hogging is?" I go, "No." He's like, "You just go try to find the fattest chick you can find. Fuck her, I
Yeah.
was like, "Whoa."
You've never done that?
No. Of course not. No. Make it a game to hunt for fat chicks? No.
That is so rapey, isn't it?
That's gross.
Such a
Yeah, I
douchebag
don't-
thing to do. And this guy was your best friend?
No. He's a guy that lived in the dorm. There's a lot of weird fucking people in that place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In North Carolina? No
Yeah.
shit.
We used to call this one kid, what did we call him?
Great, here we go.
We called him like,
N-word.
no, we called him like something, it was something revolting, like Vomit or something like that was his nickname. And he used to sleep on a mattress with no sheet. And
I know someone
it
did
was just
that.
like gray with stains and just vile, really gross people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty gross.
Cool.
There was definitely gross people all over that hall. And this guy with his hogging was pretty gross too.
It's so funny I can't even picture you living in North Cackalack as you say. I can't picture you being
I don't mean
there.
that there's gross people in the Carolinas. I'm
There's
trying to say
gross people
there's-
everywhere.
Well, yeah, there's gross people, but I was saying specifically my dorm hall. There was just gross people there.
Yeah. There was this one Italian guy. I don't know if I've told the story on this show. I don't want to say his name, but he was an Italian foreign exchange student on our hall.
Yeah.
And one time he woke up in the middle of the night and a friend of ours saw him washing his penis in the men's bathroom. And they're like, "What are you doing, dude?" He's like, "I had the erotic dream." To washing my penis off into the sink. Like, ew, what are you washing your dick off for?
Because he had he had a wet dream?
Yeah, and he washed his peener off in the old boys' bathroom or something.
That's weird.
I always thought it was weird to have co-ed shitters in colleges. They do that. Yeah.
We had separate.
Yeah, so do we.
yeah.
God.
See the girl next door being pounded. Ron wanted to shoot his wad all over my big boobs. I finger myself at the same time. Watch the glory hole. These bitches don't care who they suck. Tight asses pounded hard, wet teens, homeless black women. That's beyond. That's so awful. Even for me. Jeez.
Yeah. There you
Homeless black women? That
That's
was
what he
his
laughed
breaking
at.
point?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's what he liked at.
Homeless black women.
Yeah.
He's a racist.
It's very
Guys, we need to boycott Lou Reed. He's a racist.
It's really bad.
Big black cocks.
We're the
Yeah.
social justice warriors.
Yeah, BuzzFeed, come on. Start an article.
Let's exhume his body and stab him.
Stab him for laughing at that. You
Gosh.
shouldn't laugh at certain things.
No, you should not.
You should be told when it's okay to laugh and when it's not okay to laugh. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
Guys, are we mocking the black female homeless community? How dare they?
I mean, the
How
privilege
dare we?
that man has and is unaware of, it's just... Oof.
I bet he used a gender-specific restroom before he read that, too.
I know. Yep.
How dare he?
Somebody said they had a lung infection epiphany. Mommies, I was listening to episode 451 when something big dawned on me. I couldn't believe how big it was. My brother wouldn't believe it either. And he has no neuropathy issues. He believes me now, though. It all started when you Hitlers began mocking the God-given raw art form of scatting, only to turn around and praise the lung infection ramblings of a desert Bee Gee. It occurred to me that the desert Bee Gee could in fact be scatting. According to Wikipedia, scatting is a type of vocal music that involves using nonsensical syllables to sing non-vocal dance tunes. In my opinion, the desert Bee Gees' lung infection loaded singing is largely, if not wholly, comprised of nonsensical syllables and non-vocal tunes. What do you think?
No.
Anyway, my moose soup is ready. Gotta go. Thanks, Zach.
Hitler, Zach, I see your logic. However, it is flawed. Because we all know that he's trying to sing Staying Alive.
Stay alive.
Right. It's not nonsense.
It's not gibberish. It's his version of Staying Alive.
Yeah.
He's saying the words. In his mind, he's saying the words.
Right. He's trying to.
Right. Scat, there's no agenda. There's no plan. It's yeah, he's
Stay alive.
Stay beline.
He just doesn't know the words.
Stay beline.
Stay beline.
Stay beline. Stay beline.
It's true. Well, there you go. There it is.
Who would you rather hang out with? The no neuropathy guy. I'm talking like a hang. You guys go to a coffee house and you have just a cup of coffee and you have to talk and listen to what this guy says.
Yeah.
It's either the no neuropathy 4 strokes
Yeah.
or the tried out guy.
Oof.
Like you have to really talk to him. Or better yet, you're stuck on an airplane and it's a cross country flight. And who are you sitting next to? Tried out or the no neuropathy?
Man. I don't know. 4-stroke. What is this? 4-stroke anthem?
Here's a deal, man. 4 strokes.
Somebody gave me a 4th.
You're not answering my question, though. You're distracted with the soundboard. So answer my fucking question.
It's either 4-stroke guy or...
Try it out.
Oh, definitely hang out with 4-stroke guy first.
Why definitely? You make it sound like it's a no-brainer.
Because it is a no-brainer.
Why? Why?
You can tell that 4-stroke guy has like a level of politeness to him. He makes points like, I'm not trying to make you do anything you don't want to do. If you don't believe in this, don't do it. I'm not saying to do it. Anything you're not uncomfortable with. Like he has awareness, you know.
A social awareness, if you will.
He does. The other guy.
If you've had any kind of erectile disorder problems,
I mean, this guy, he's even more articulate. It makes me feel like there's more you know.
But you don't think the tried out guy would be fun because of the rambling?
No,
and he'd be like,
it's scary.
Oh, here's the deal, man.
He's way scary.
I gotta have the peanuts, man. I got
My brother
freaking
didn't
out.
believe me. But when he smoked with me, he put out his dick. I couldn't believe how big his dick was. He jacked off in 4 strokes and shot the most cum he'd ever shot in his
Okay,
life.
but here's the problem with this guy, the known neuropathy guy, is that I have a feeling he's going to be fixated on this subject, and you're going to have to hear about it the entire flight.
Yeah, but the other guy
He can't get off of it.
might snap. He's really fucking freaked out, you know.
He's freaked out, but he might have tangential thoughts and like interesting stuff.
He's gross. I think he's pretty gross. I think bad things happen when you're around him. The try it out guy? No fucking way.
I take the try it out guy.
What?
Well, I don't want to hear about him jacking his dick he's only going to talk about dick jacks.
That guy's going to talk about pissing on him and beating him.
It's more interesting than the no neuropathy. It's no neuropathy.
No neuropathy knows the mind is business when it's time.
No neuropathy.
The other guy does not.
Okay.
Really doesn't.
Well,
Oh.
God, you're disgusting.
You telling me that?
You're
Anyways, do you
so
think he's
gross.
right? No, I don't think that guy's right. Zach's not right.
It's not scatting, no.
No, he was singing a fucking song.
Because scatting is nonsensical. It has no plan or rhythm. It's random. But that guy is clearly singing a version of a song. You know what I'm saying? Scat, there's no agenda. It's like free form. This isn't free form. This guy has a plan.
Here's another one. Dear Tom and Christine,
I gotta pee.
after recently being in a friend's
Christine.
wedding, I received a thank you card from her that ended, "You are the reason my husband and I started farting in front of each other. I managed to accomplish this amazing feat by bringing up my friend's horrible gas to her then boyfriend when I first met him. Now they consider me the hero of their love story.
Oh, wow.
Seeing as releasing bottom burps can be an important milestone in a relationship, I would love to hear about the first time you floated air biscuits in front of each other." Well, we've covered this for sure.
We covered it in the last episode, even.
And it says, do you think it's possible to go to entire marriage without letting your mate hear a single butt? I mean, this is literally what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Well, everyone knows the story of me farting in front of you. I don't even remember your first fart.
Phew, nor do I.
Mine was obviously really impressive, but
I don't recall, but we've been astounded by couples that don't fart and don't brown. We don't brown in front of each other. That's the last boundary we've maintained, really.
Yeah.
But we talk about it constantly.
we do, but we don't actually like browns. We just like,
Yeah.
no. I'll fart, but I'm not going to shit in front of you.
I personally, look, it's not so much about the farting per se.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's an intimacy barrier. Like if you're not farting in front of each other,
Yeah.
like what else are you lying about?
There you go.
It's like lies to me.
It's a great thing to bring up to the next person that doesn't want to fart in front of you. Like,
Yeah,
are you lying to me right
feels
now?
it feels like it's not real.
I agree.
How do you not? For like 20 years, people hold in farts. It's nasty.
You want to take a quick peachy break?
Yeah, I gotta go, sissy.
Okay, and we'll wait for Ari. All right, we did it. That's
great.
We're back with the one and only
You Jew motherfucker, you!
Ari Shafir.
Oh, thank you for saying it correctly, yes.
We've been so excited to play that drop all day.
I was like, why are you pausing before saying my name? It's such a weird... Oh, that's it, for hatred. I get it now.
That's not hatred. I mean, what's better than that guy?
Yeah. What is that from? That's from Goodfellas?
That's from Casino.
Casino, okay.
Yeah, he's talking to Sam Rothstein. Sam, you fucking...
You Jew motherfucker, you!
Don't you fuck me.
You fuck me, fatso.
I can't wait for the fucking liberal movement to find all Scorsese's old movies. I'd be like,
Oh,
wait,
my
what?
God.
There's so much to boycott.
We were just talking about that. We played a clip of Lou Reed reading porno descriptions, and I can just see the social justice warriors being like,
Well, 'cause
we
he
gotta
laughs.
exhume his body and stab him.
He laughs at one point.
Right, he laughs at black homeless
women.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, now they would just be like, you know.
He's
Lou Reed hates
Tight asses pounded hard, wet teens, homeless black women. That's beyond. That's so awful.
And now they'd be like,
Yeah, how
is
dare
it awful?
Is it awful, though, Lewis?
A woman who's black, marginalized by society and homeless is something to laugh at?
Oh, so we laugh at people getting downtrodden. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing now. Because you're rich, you think everyone downtrodden is worse than you. I get it.
That's right.
That side of,
Is that something to laugh
We
at?
got to pull all of his albums and ruin his career.
I mean, are you kind of going like, what the fuck with how outrageous that shit is now.
Some of it's like nutty,
real
and it's the
crazy.
pressure that's put on everybody to react the same all the time.
Right.
And guys, I've done
because then we'll know what team you're on.
I know, but it's like with normal people have to in silence go, hey, can I talk to you for a second?
I know.
Isn't it crazy what happened to that one guy? Okay, shh, people coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pick up your fucking picket.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy with at least the Chris Hardwick thing.
Oh.
Is that girl, the accuser, just wrote like a blog, essentially. Like, it wasn't even a vetted article in a print syndicate. It was like, hey, here's just what I think, and then everything's gone. Everything's just gone. His career's everything's
Also,
just
I
gone.
don't think anything he
Gone.
did, even in her, the way she wrote it, is sexual assault. It just, like, I really want to fuck all the time. And it's like, okay, well, no deal for me. She said within 2 weeks she was doing everything he said. So if I'm to believe that this is sexual assault, that means he must have a power over here. So Chris Hardwick must be some sort of demon or a wizard to be able to, in 2 weeks, force somebody. Maybe he's a pimp with a long-term pimp. It's like crazy.
But
It's
just like,
nuts. Walk
whether-
away, idiot.
Whether or not it's like it's not even vetted. There's no due process. It's just like this girl says it, and now we don't know her mental state.
I know what her mental
We know
state is. She's an
nothing
actress.
about
They're
her.
all morons. Every one of them. Even the ones that made it. They're all fucking loopy dipshits. Some of them are well read because they get a lot of scripts in front of them. They are morons. You guys have met actors and actresses. The guy actresses are just as bad. Solipsistic garbage. They think that
Yes.
everyone's
Ooh, it's a
world
big
is
word.
just them.
What about Johnny Depp's thing? Have you read the recent interviews with him and being broke and
I
talk
said
about
that to you.
Oh, yeah.
Did
He's
you read it?
broke. That's
It's so
crazy.
crazy.
That's
I
what are you,
know.
what?
Talk about
Yeah, that's an actor.
solipsistic-
That's an actor.
Yeah.
You fucking
Yes.
moron. How are you broke? How are you broke?
they
You're
have
part of a
the-
franchise.
They have the.
it's crazy.
He got $30 million a flick for those.
What the fuck are you talking about, broke? No, that's not an option.
They have an email in there from him, from his business manager to him. It's like from when they were obviously still working together, and he's like, "Hey, I gotta give you a warning. I gotta give you a heads up. The holidays are coming up. I need you to keep your holiday spending within reason." And he writes back, "Thank you. I appreciate what you're saying, but also, what am I supposed to do? It's the holidays. Like, I have a family. People, rely on me.
I spent $5 million.
They need
on-
boats.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say to you."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you want me to sell art? If not, what do you want me to sell?" Like 8 question marks. What do you want me to sell?
Yeah, right, like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, Dad.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine getting to the point where it's like, oh, I need something. Let me pawn. It's just a rich version of pawning something
Yeah.
to be able to afford
Crazy.
something else.
Picasso. If I can sell it, I
Oh,
guess.
my Lord.
I know his is. It really is though, like a psychological disorder. I think, like legit.
Not just a dumb actor.
No, because they said it is compulsive, like $2 million a month.
And what, just bandanas?
But $2 million.
Silly
think
bracelets.
about $2 million a month.
Wow.
I mean, we're talking about spending $25 million a
crazy.
year.
Wow.
And he's just like, not enough.
You guys spend
He
that in
went
like
to
2 months, but not
we,
like
we
per
both
month.
were in Hong Kong and bought suits.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you spent.
I
on
know what I
those.
spent.
How much did you spend?
I think 300.
Okay, he went to Singapore.
Okay.
He dropped 110 grand on suits.
Well, see, if he had just gone across the water to Hong Kong, could have made it spend a lot
fucking
less.
Nuts.
And by the way, when I heard it was 300, I was like, what? And Tom Rhodes had to be like, yeah, man, this is the guy who worked for Mao.
Yeah.
He's going to fuck you, make you a nice suit. It's way less than 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I thought it was like $50.
This dude, 100 grand on suits.
No, my favorite is $5 million on shooting Hunter S. Thompson's ashes
Into the sky
space.
with a cannon.
Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
How much did he spend on that?
$5
Well,
million.
they claimed, the article claimed $3 million, and when he was met with that, he goes, "That's bullshit. It was $5 million."
To shoot, you can just get one of those fucking T-shirt cannons.
Yeah.
$5 million.
Into space.
I mean, if I'm any type of business owner and Johnny Depp comes to the room and says, hey, I'd like to do this thing that really hasn't been done much. Can you do that? And my eyes turn to cash signs and I go, yes, it will cost $5 million. It's like, try something that costs you $250.
And he's the guy who's definitely like, whatever you say, he's like, we got to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he also had emails to where his business manager was like, we got it. You can't do this. You're behind on this. And he was like, I need that house. Make it happen. We have to have this house. because he bought like all these properties all over the world.
He doesn't need, I mean, how many houses?
They were like, "Can you sell your villa in France that you don't go to?" And he was like, "No."
I heard somebody say this. Fuck, some like rock star. It might have been a Beatle, might have been someone else, but someone like that. And he goes, "Oh, it was a Rolling Stone," and he was like, "Don't have too much of a nut. Don't have your costs be too high, because then you will have to do things in order to pay for that nut."
It's 100% what he does.
Yeah, and he goes, "Now for me, I have 3 nice houses, one in New York, one in LA, and one in London. And I have to do some shitty commercials sometimes to pay for it. I don't want to do those things."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is it's crazy.
How is he broke?
He is the guy on like with the thing you just talked about. It's like
get an allowance.
He is doing that. He's like, they said like the whole thing is always trying to get him to do work, which he's happy to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'll make a fuckload of money and we'll be all right." And then he'll blow it all immediately, spend it all.
It's crazy.
That's why you see him also in those like weird, you know,
He's in a Dior ad right now.
Yeah, when you go to Asia too, he's everywhere.
That's all.
So crazy.
Buying his fucking bullshit, man.
Did you get a suit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to. Yeah, it was in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
It was great.
No.
From Rhodes guy, Rocky?
No, but in that pavilion, Danny.
It's Suit District.
It's Suit District, yeah.
You walk out of there with a suit, and people are like, "Want a suit?" I'm like, I have one over my shoulder. Like, come on, get another suit.
Oh,
Like,
but you know what? Back to the Hardwick thing. The one thing that's kind of I realize is the difference now in culture is the when you fire someone, like when you're done with them, that's what they judge you now on is how
fast.
swiftly, and absolute and quickly that is done. So it's like it was that day, I think.
It's crazy because I'd like to see what happens. It's not my money, so I can't really tell them. But I'd like to see what happens if a network just refuses to comment. Not says, which I'd love. It's like, hey, we've actually been working with this guy. We're friends with this guy for a while. While we figure this out, if it's right, that's terrible. But we believe in this guy. He says no, so right now he's our buddy.
Yeah.
And if we find out that he's lying, then we'll take actions that we have to. But for right now, that's been a part of our life for a long time. We're going to stand with him.
Right. Why not just
Until we hear
suspend
something
stuff and investigate instead of just ruin a dude's life without any investigation, like at all?
To be honest, that's all I'd want from any network is just to shut your mouth and let me take the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Let the fucking heat come at the person and not say you can take our job. And Comedy Central, for all they do, good or bad, they are great at just fucking shutting up.
Yeah, they don't get
involved. In fact, when TJ had his thing, and people were like, Comedy Central canceled the show, they put out like, oh no, that was canceled 6 months ago. Don't put this on on us. We actually did not get involved, that's great. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
just be like, don't go to you.
Yeah, that article is really.
Oh my God, weird. It's strange.
Look, and I'm not questioning the validity of her claims. I'm not questioning factual whatever, but at least for the public's sake, at least if it's in print, they have to vet these people.
Fucking idiot.
Oh no,
stupid.
There has to be some kind of fact finding.
Flying with this shit, fucking idiot. Stupid. What just happened? What, you give me a trick glass?
He spilled coffee. Is it hot?
Coffee. No, it's not hot, but I'm gonna stink like coffee.
You're gonna stink like shit.
Oh well.
You gotta fly home with rotten milk on you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but to not even explore the claims,
not even explore
and
it,
make
just like
sure that they're right and that she's of sound mind, and that this is true. It's just like it's McCarthyism. It's a form of social McCarthyism.
Accusations enough, and I mean, like I'm on the side of like these accusations aren't even of something fireable. I don't know what you're saying.
What, from the article?
Yeah, it's like what she's saying even is like, I don't know, he pressured you a lot. And by the way, when he says the first thing he said after she had her surgery was, when can we have sex? If he said that in front of your mom, come on, guys. What's he, a sociopath suddenly? If he said it, it was a complete joke.
Yeah, no, when I read it, because I read it, I'm like, that's funny to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a harsh, overboard thing to say.
It's like, I'll never forget he said it. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
That was definitely.
That's a comedian making a joke to relieve some tension in a room.
Right. You just had surgery. So
I think what the problem is that there's no sense of context anymore. It's like you said the word that nobody likes, and now you're in trouble. You did the thing that nobody likes, and it's like, well, what about context?
And they're going for like, there's tons of ways to interpret anything you say or do.
Yeah.
So what's the worst possible way I could interpret this?
Right.
Yeah.
And what's the worst to me is when comedians don't even look at that and go, hold on.
Yeah.
Can we look at what maybe a positive way he might have meant that?
Yeah.
Like instead of just straight to like, how dare you?
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. It's scary. It's kind of scary.
It is. Yeah.
It is, but
like
you know,
it.
it's like fuck it. But like, it's I don't know. You just got to keep your head down.
But it's also a form of like ultra conservatism. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's no
for sure.
better than being like on the
Well,
other end of that
course,
to be
it's-
ultra liberal.
The
like,
ultra liberals
what the
are
fuck?
out of their fucking minds.
Yeah.
The far left they are
far left. That's a good way to say it.
They are crazy as shit.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
And they're completely without any reason, and they don't care. And a big reason I think that they act out in this way right now is because the power lies with the other side. So
Well,
it's
Trump
like,
is in office, and
That's
he's
what I'm
big
saying.
bad daddy, and he
Right.
triggers the shit out
Triggers
of you.
them.
But
and-
that's not the only powers. The other power source is a group mentality, group mob on the internet saying we want this guy gone and having it happen. That's more powerful
think
than Trump is right now. in
But he's
terms of,
saying
like,
the
ending
motivation
careers.
is because
Yeah.
the leadership is
it's
so.
it's saying like
one
we don't
way.
have the control.
Right.
So
We're
what
gonna
can
get
we
some.
control?
Yeah, but then you're entrusting that control to not like leaders of that side, but to fucking dummies.
Yeah, I mean-
normal people who are the same people that would beat you up because you like the fucking Raiders instead of the 49ers. Like that's the same level of person from sports to fucking politics.
It is like really, it's really bad the way the conduct of what has become the. I mean, obviously both extremes are extremes, and they act like complete fucking lunatics. The far left would eat their young, and they'll do like if you don't respond the way they want you to respond to every situation, that's it. They're fucking they're
The
done
far
with you.
left, when you get your not far left, when you get your partner pregnant, the number one thing they're hoping for is a trans baby. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
please,
They're
come
so crazy.
on.
And then the far right, the funny thing about the far right is that they coined the term snowflake. You know, like that's what they, and they're the biggest snowflakes.
far right?
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
The most sensitive, easily
both sides.
offended. They'll just lash out at you again, not sharing a perspective. Then they're like, "Fuck
Dude,
you."
all these people are double standards.
They
Sorry, go ahead.
totally.
Yeah.
No, they totally are.
Comics do that too. It's like they shit on all these people for taking like pride in their victimhood. And then they talk about some
Yeah.
Twitter response to one of their jokes for an hour. It's like, all right, fucking get on with it.
I feel like
Oh,
I don't
you mean-
exist in this world. I feel like I just observe it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm just
It's
walk back
absurdity.
Matrix style. I'm like, whoa.
Yes,
What?
exactly.
What?
Wait, so you're saying like the victim comedian that's like doing the whole this thing happened to me and I'm the victim, and then but then it's how dare you?
Oh yeah, no, not even that. I just mean comics talking about like, I mean, you had it with retard, you know, where it's like at some point, like, all right, get back to jokes. Let people don't us also be the ones saying, "Well, I had it hard because of this."
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they came at me after this
yeah,
joke. It's like, fuck, let them just go on with it.
Go on with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just ignore them.
I guess that's the key.
It's fun for
Go on
promotion,
with
but
it.
like,
Yeah.
if it's a real like, how dare they? It's like it's fine. Let them.
Let them act
To
out.
be angry. Eleanor
of
said this
course.
once. Like people walked out of my show, and I'm like, yeah, Eleanor, you're harsh. You want a couple people walking out, or it's too safe.
Right.
You need those people.
That's true.
They make the rest of the people enjoy you.
Well, I tried to not engage this for a long time. You know,
Really?
for sure.
Well, you know what my dad always told me.
What?
Can't ignore a retard.
I do.
Come
I
on. He survived the
do.
Holocaust, you guys. You got to allow that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I do wonder
Cross-sectionality.
what the actual numbers are of people that are genuinely offended by things. Or is
I
it
want to ask
that-
people like, are you, okay, I'll stop, but just tell me the truth once. Are you offended or are you trying to get offended?
Right.
Which one is it here?
Or do you want?
or who's
do you want
really
the-
that pissed off?
Do you
Like,
want to feel the applause of the people who hear you say that you're offended?
Yeah.
Because then they think of you as this righteous.
Yeah.
Crusader?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Tig goes, I don't know what Louis C.K. was thinking. It's like, well, you could, I mean, you have his number. The better way to find out is not to just do it in interviews. It's just to call the guy. Like, what were you thinking? When you have a direct path to an answer, you fucking phony, fucking climber. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. Shut up.
What are you
I
inferring?
had no
Ari?
idea. I had no
Yeah.
idea the whole time. You fucking heard everything we had. We heard when you were doing your fucking show with him and getting your show on the air. Fucking bullshit. Well, now that I know,
Oh,
I'm glad
snaps.
my show is canceled. You can always just cancel your own show. You can just say, I'm not doing my show anymore.
Yeah.
You have that power. I'm so glad this is now. I'm able to. Fuck, shut up. Shut up.
Interesting.
Everyone's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's interesting, isn't it?
I mean, I'll go by Janine Garofalo, who was like, yeah, we heard about Louis. I was at that fucking festival. We all laughed about it. You guys, a different time, and he's a different person than he was then. We heard about it, and our response was laughter. That's Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
And now you're being like, how dare you? It's like, we heard it then. During the time it happened, we weren't as harsh as you guys are now.
Right.
So, like, suddenly we're supposed to be mad about something that happened a long time ago?
You know what's? I'm trying to think of when this started, and I'm texting with a friend of mine who's a professor at a university, and he says to me today that the students are now asking him to give them trigger warnings
Yeah.
in his lectures, and asking if they can read their own books because they don't want to read what's being assigned,
Dude.
and that some woman wrote an open letter to the dean.
Open letter.
Complaining that they were assigned to read Shakespeare, and that that is part of rape culture. And you go, well, how did this get like? Where is this? Is this because of this Veal generation, this millennial generation raised so stringently that now they're adults and they don't understand how the real world functions because their parents have fucking mollycoddled them and put helmets on them and made everything safe and secure, and now they're in the world and they can't fucking deal.
I think when they
What
get
is
to
it,
college, they start doing that. I think, have you ever done safe space rooms? Meltdown?
No.
Stuff like that?
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah. Yeah, safe space rooms.
I thought that was alt comedy. Is that what we're calling
There's
it?
a high overlap for sure. But there's
Wait,
they're
so
deep in that.
Meltdown was a safe space room?
For a while, they had it as a safe space room.
And was it called that?
It could just be the individual shows that got booked. Yeah, that's the genre almost. They have like urban nights. They have safe space.
It's
shows.
like nothing is going to offend you?
Yeah, you just can't do anything there. I don't even. I mean, sure, it's
Do you
weak,
know
but
about?
it's
Funny. There's that
What?
2 hours ago, I guess. I'm thinking about his catalog. Chappelle stopped in to Meltdown and did like that first round of like trans stuff,
yeah.
and that's where that like big blog.
Oh yeah,
that blew up. Came out. She was like, I was there, and I was just, I was initially excited to see who I thought was a great comedian, but then.
Oh, you want to hear something funny about that? A friend of mine was like, "Yeah, I was there when he did that." You know, because it's half comics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he was there. I was there, and I was sitting next to the person who wrote that blog, and she was dying laughing the entire time.
Yeah.
And then later, it's like, "Well, hold on, how can I get?" Well, I mean, I used to get that with the Amazing Racist stuff, and people are like, "How dare you?" And if I like actually write them back like a human, I was like, "Come on, that's not real. It's fucking calm down." They'd be like, "Well, I have to admit, I did kind of laugh from the first when I saw it." I'm like, and then you went to a fucking rage and say you hope I die from laughing at first?
Yeah.
So it's all ridiculous.
Wait, but what were you going to say about the safe space room? Is there-
So they do these. What was I going to say about it? They do these safe spaces. They're fine with me to put on. It's just like, I don't know, if you're really kind of don't want comedy that infringes on that at all, it's fine to have those rooms. So college is that safe space room, but just know that if I now go to a club, I'm not going to get that.
Yeah.
So like once you're out of here in college, it's gonna be real world again. But it's okay if you just want a nice fun bubble to like, you know.
But I
It's
went
kind of
to
silly that they even provide that for you though, because
Oh,
it's not
so
it's not
stupid.
preparing you for the real world at
No.
all.
Well, in other ways it is.
How so?
I mean, learning how to put memos on your boss's desk, it prepares you for like legit things.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't prepare you.
The safe spaces.
The safe space
No,
doesn't
that doesn't
prepare
prepare
you.
you. No.
Yeah.
It's just a safe environment in which you can learn, I guess.
Like
But
that one girl at
Lunacy.
Yale or Princeton a few years ago who was like, "I'm supposed to be sick," like screaming in the
Oh, yeah.
professor's face because he suggested something that
he's like,
upset
I'm
her.
also supposed to be safe. Why
Yeah.
are you yelling at
Well,
me?
that's so. How do you know what's a safe thing and what's not going to trigger somebody?
Yeah.
Let's say I one time choked on cookies as a child, and you mentioned that you had cookies for lunch, and now I'm triggered the fuck up.
Yeah, I always want to know what the line was.
Like,
What percentage of
what's-
people had to have been through something before you can you talk about murder if someone's been murdered? Can you talk about like what?
What's not triggering to
Yeah,
people?
I know a lot of things trigger.
And it's also like, you might get triggered. I don't know. What's triggered? Do you mean a memory of something?
Emotional, an emotional association with something maybe in your
I mean,
past.
dude.
and
So
then,
I went to see at Panorama last year. I went to see the festival, Panorama. Me and Soder went right from Montreal, and Nine Inch Nails was playing. And I just had a friend hang herself, like 3 weeks before. Yeah, and he started doing Hurt, and he does it so well. And I bawling.
Just because of the lyrics because of
Yeah. Everyone you love goes away in the end, and just like it's just so sad. And fucking Big J's daughter's right next to me, just staring at this adult fucking crying with flip flops on, and but like, yeah, I guess I was triggered into thinking about people that were important to me, and that made me sad. But like,
do you feel
that's
stupid?
not so bad?
Yeah.
Like what you're allowed to be. It's okay to be that. It's fine. You can be
right. They're just feelings,
Yeah,
and
you
they
can have them.
pass, and it's like okay, we
Because
were not
everybody
allowed
wants to feel. I think it's also part of this is a generational pushback on the fact that
care about different things.
Well, no, that the generation before us, like our parents, were raised, and the whole world was like, if you were
Deal
like,
with
I'm
life's not fair.
This is hurting right now, me emotionally. They're like, what are you fucking stupid? Like,
Yeah, that's the word they use. Stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, sure, Tom. That's for sure the word that was
What word
used.
did they use?
What did
Ari?
they use?
What word?
It was like maggot, but different.
What?
It was the negative, like if somebody calls you a maggot.
No, but
like
it's true
harsher.
because they didn't know. They never knew to be emotionally aware, basically. So if you're like, something's bothering you, you wouldn't express it. They wouldn't get it out of you. They wouldn't coach you through it because they weren't raised like that. And then we move into the era where they're like, hey, you can be really in touch with feelings and emotions, and then that gets heightened so much to overcompensate for an entire era where nobody did it. It feels like that's almost kind of picked
Well, then
up from
that's
that.
our fault. Then the Gen Xers have raised the millennials. We're Gen X. We were raised by that generation that was like, fuck it, soldier on, put your head down, don't talk about your feelings. So we fucked up the world basically then. Because then we raised our kids to be like, you need to have feelings. This is a safe place. Wear a helmet when you ride your bicycle.
It's just it's an extreme. It's too much.
It's the extremes.
Oh, it's too much. It's just terrible.
By the way, don't call me a Gen. I was born in '88. I don't know what year you
You're
were
an
born in.
Xer. You're on the last
Gen
year
X,
of
Gen
X.
X. Not millennial, Gen X.
Yeah,
That's
you're
Nirvana,
an
bro.
X.
I'm younger than you. I don't know what you're talking about.
79 or 80 is the cutoff.
Oh, okay. So 84. So that means
84, my ass.
definitely younger than you.
What year are you, Ari? What are you?
What? I was born in 1993.
Much younger.
Hey, check it out. Look what I'm growing out.
Your Jew curls?
Yeah.
You know, I thought that in there, and I was like, that's kind of racist to point out.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
I'm doing this hour in Edinburgh.
Oh, for your Jew hour.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hilarious.
So I'm trying to grow them out a little. My girlfriend hates it. She's like, "What?
You have a girlfriend? You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Wait, how do we not know this?
Christine
Why
knows
don't you
about it.
share this?
I know, but I don't want to,
What?
I don't know
Yeah.
much about her. I don't. We just had a very quick
How do you not
conversation.
fucking tell me this?
Yeah, it's been a while.
How long?
How long has it been? I don't even.
A year.
Wow.
Is she a comic?
No.
What does she do?
Art curator.
In New York?
Horrible.
Yeah.
You couldn't text me this?
What am I gonna do? Fucking join in the conversation and let you guys burn on me?
Just fucking send me a message. I have a girlfriend. I love her so much. I give her kisses all the time.
I would
Something like
never ever do that. Oh.
OMG. Are you living together in sin?
Okay. First of all, the point of all this was look at these Jew curls.
that. Wait, is she Jewish?
No.
What does she think of it? She really
She's
hates
a
it?
Gentile?
She thinks they're garbage.
Is she
like, please
Christian?
Would she convert for you
No. Why would I? I wouldn't want her to convert for me.
when you guys get married?
We're not getting married.
When the Rebbe marries you?
When the Rebbe. Yeah.
Rebbe.
Yeah.
Now, you used to do that thing where like you hit your own back, right? So you
No, flatulation.
So, and then you tie the box.
Flagellation. Oh, we did something to tie the box.
You did?
Yeah, we tried to tie the box so tight. This was our badasses. We would tie them so tight that to see how many periods they would last, like the indentation would last once you take them off.
Ooh.
Yeah, if we go all the way through breakfast and first period, you're like, check it out.
What era were you the most hardcore, you think, in your belief? Like if somebody were to stop you and be like, hey, are you into this? You'd be like, the fuck are you asking me?
Like, of course I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Israel in yeshiva.
And like, how old are you then?
20.
Oh, so 20, you're diehard.
Diehard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Diehard.
That's pretty grown up. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I fucking...
Wow, you did all that stuff.
And you were convinced that this is your path.
I mean, I hadn't really thought about it.
Yeah.
But like, for
And then
sure.
by what
Oh,
age are
right.
you like, no, of course not. This is
21.
God damn.
wow.
Yeah, I think after I turned 21, I was really like, I think I might be out, and then just done.
Is that the
Switched-
hardest conversation to have with family? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I remember when I had to tell my dad about being a serial rapist, and that was difficult, but this was far, far harsher.
Jesus Christ.
Because it didn't affect him.
you.
It didn't-
Really made light of rape there, guys. I'm a little triggered.
So wait, when you tell him that this is the worst thing to tell him.
Yeah. This was the hard one. I didn't believe in God.
But he's not as hardcore as you were at 20, right?
He is.
He is that hardcore?
About that hardcore. He's like loosened up a bit. Like he just like, get a fucking burger if you're around me. He doesn't curse. I'm sorry. He's like, you can get a burger. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, yeah. He's like, what am I fighting for? You know, people just calm down.
Yeah, it's funny. My parents used to. I mean, I didn't have anything as intense as what you were doing, but you know, it was just never a question that you would obviously go to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like obviously. Wow. So whenever I came home from college on Sunday, it's like, hey, are you ready to go?
Are you ready? Not even like you're coming today, right? Just, are you ready?
Ready? And I would just go. And then it's like out of college, you know, conversations like I get phone calls like, are you going to church out there? And I'd be like, yeah, all the time.
Having to lie?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the lie anymore.
But then they came out, and I would have to like find a church to go to and
pay off somebody to say you're a regular.
Yeah. And then it was like Christina would come with me.
A lot, huh?
Christine would come with me home, and we would go, and there would be things like we would sleep in, let's say, when I came home to visit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, they're like, well, you missed the 11 o'clock mass.
You can still make. Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, we're going to try to go later. And then they would kind of check on that. Did you go? And I was like, no. And then
you're like, what am I doing? Can I just say this already?
Yeah. Then
I'm never going.
Well, they did this thing where they would bring it like, you're not going to go to church this week or something. And I would be like, I don't think so. And they're like, okay. And then
you loft that, see how it played. Like,
yeah, see how it plays,
and just look at them.
And then there was the one when I knew I'd actually done it, made the leap, and that it was like not an issue anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, this was years. I'm obviously like, you know, cutting down the time, but it was just like Sunday, and they're like, or Saturday night, and they're like, I'm gonna pick you up a coffee on the way home from thing tomorrow, or like, do you want me to bring you a coffee or something? And I'd be like, yeah. And they're like, okay. And then no mention of it, no guilt.
Wow.
Like they would just show up and be like, got you a coffee.
He ain't coming. Why argue with him? He
Yeah.
ain't coming.
And like, do you want to go see a movie today? Like they're just not.
Wow, that's a big moment.
That's a huge
It
moment.
makes it so much easier.
Where I was like, I don't have to pretend anymore.
Yeah.
And then now, like they used to, you know, always be like, are you, like my mom, not my dad, my mom would be like, are you praying? And I was like, yeah. And then now she doesn't.
She doesn't even ask.
Sometimes she'll be like, do you thank God for like all your blessings? I'm like, oh, definitely.
I definitely never thank my agent.
So, but it is funny how, I mean, it's really like, it is, you feel kind of shitty when you feel like you're breaking their heart.
I know, it does. But then at some point, like, I just.
Yeah, I can't do it for you.
Kevin Meaney on my podcast before he died, talking about coming out of the closet at 50 years old.
Fuck.
And it was like, he didn't want to hurt his dad. And when his dad died, he could come out. But it's like, so you've wasted your entire sexual life.
Yeah.
For not being free because of offending or hurting them. But it's
what
like.
did he die of? Is it cancer?
I don't know.
No?
I'm not sure.
That was like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
You don't know what he died of?
I don't know.
That sounds like AIDS.
I assume AIDS, yeah.
Oh.
I assume AIDS, but no, I
Really?
don't know. He didn't have AIDS.
Oh.
I think he just died. I don't know what he died of. I mean, he's fat, too. Not like huge fat, but like,
Not
you
like
know.
Bert, but like,
yeah.
had a belly on him.
Yeah.
He's been gaining a lot of weight.
Bert?
Yeah. Yeah, he called me. Yeah, he's like, I'm eating so much. And I go, why? He's like, I ran that marathon. I go, in April.
That was so long ago.
I know. I go, how long do you think the afterburn lasts? He's like, I know, but. Hold on. This is.
Yeah, coming out of the closet was hard to my parents. But you had to do it.
To your
gotta do
parents?
it. Yeah, no, I mean about religion.
Oh, I thought you meant it for guys. And
Yeah, what were you going to show me? What are you going to show me?
No, I just saw that he had posted this thing. He did that tour with those guys over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, what did he post?
Just like
Food he ate?
But like, look.
Oh
at
my
him here.
God! Look what a pig he is. Jesus, this little piggy went to heart
I mean,
disease.
can you see it? It's like,
Oh my God.
that's big, man.
By the way, Kanane and Bargatze love this picture because they're like, "Oh, I'm fine."
Oh, they're like, what am I, 150? This, yeah. I mean,
He takes up most of the screen.
you
He
can
looks
see his
CGI.
back is distended and everything. Yeah, it's really sad. He's real big.
I mean, he must get out of a chair the way Christina gets out of a chair.
Like pregnant.
Yeah, like
wa-
up belly first, and then
Yeah.
let the weight push you up.
Yeah. He's been going hard. I bet if we did the weigh-ins right now, he'd be like, oh, fuck.
I bet he wouldn't weigh in publicly right now.
No.
How I asked him about it recently. He was like, "It's just bloat. It's bloat. It's bloat from the liquor." And I'm like, "So that means if you stopped within like a couple days, you'd be back to normal? When does the bloat go away?" And he's like, "I don't know. Come on. Subject change."
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like it is probably directly related to that.
Yeah.
Which is directly related to touring, right?
Yeah, right. You eat shitty on the road.
You're never going to stop. He's never going to stop touring.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
By the way, I know a lot of like when Ralphie got the stomach stapled.
Yeah.
People were like, he needs to go see a therapist now. Stomach
Right,
staple's not enough to
right.
cover up what's wrong with him.
Sure.
So I think a lot of what's Bert gaining that weight is because of the guilt on those children. I mean, because he was working out a lot and running, and then
Yeah.
suddenly he gains weight right about the time he refused to give that money that he owed to the children.
Yeah. It's sad. We all donated for him.
Yeah, we did.
Is that the Children's Hospital?
Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
If you guys want to donate, it's GoFundMe.com/evilbert, and we're trying to raise the $10,000 that he refused
said
to
he
give.
was going to.
Now he's saying, I guess now he's saying that he never even intended to give that money.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I remember him saying it, calling me on and telling me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, when are you doing Edinburgh? Is it August?
All of August, 2nd through.
Have you done it before?
I've done it twice before.
Do you like this play?
I love it. I mean, I think I'm the only American, besides like Bronston or people like that
it sounds
enjoy it.
So yeah, I'm definitely one of the Americans that doesn't because
Doesn't what?
I would hate to be somewhere for a month.
Move your fucking thing this
Oh.
way. People have to see my beautiful face.
You would hate to be there for a month.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Okay.
so long.
Imagine
I wouldn't hate being in Edinburgh, but I'd hate to be anywhere for a month.
you have a place though. It's like a new home.
No, but you're doing what? 30 days in a row?
25 days in a row.
In a row? No, I don't like that either.
One day off.
Ugh.
Monday the 13th.
Why is it every fucking day, man?
It's just only an hour a day. You're free.
No, but you know you're never relaxed because the whole day you're thinking about your show that night. You're never really. You can't do anything. You're tired.
Where are you doing it in the same venue you've done before?
Both you are fucking faggots. There's no way this is a problem.
I did 8 shows in a row.
Where?
Like a year ago somewhere. No, somewhere here, and I was like, dude, I called
it's a
my
marathon.
agent. I was like, come on,
It's
man.
a marathon. It's a marathon. I mean, it is like a thing you got to get up for, but you don't barely have to get up, and then you're.
And then you have the full range of shows, right? I mean, I guess that if you're doing 25, you have train wreck shows. Do you have like?
There are better and worse shows for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
But I saw those guys out there doing their fucking crazy UK theme hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw the first year I just did my storytelling show, and then next show I did my own, but just regular American
So
hour.
you're transitioning to a European.
Yeah,
comic.
and then it's like, no, I'm not
You're
transitioning
transitioning.
to fucking European comedy.
Yeah.
You're transitioning?
Yeah, he is. He's
No,
trans
I'm not.
Are you
I'm a
trans?
trans comic. I'm a
He's a
trans
trans
comic.
comic. Yeah.
Start growing your hair out. Who would be an uglier woman, you or Tom? Ari or Tom? Who's the uglier trans woman?
I mean, I know what the answer is.
What is
I
it?
don't know.
You do know. It's Tom. It's
I
Tom.
don't know, but you're so tall and you're so lanky and
I'm
you're
tall
not
like Grace
feminine.
Jones. I'm tall like Grace Jones.
Yeah, but you're broad, like your shoulders are bony. Let me see.
High shoulders. That means I don't need shoulder
Wait,
pads.
do you think you'd be an attractive woman if you
No.
were
I
trans?
think I'd be a
No.
5.5.
And me?
I'd be like, I'd take it. You wouldn't have to be drunk to fuck me. You would have to be
Whoa.
buzzed, but not
I
drunk.
don't know.
What about me?
No, you would have. It would be a fetish. It would be like a Norton type of person would
Like
fuck
a
you.
hideous?
Yeah, it would be like. It'd be like
Oh
people
my
want to punish
God.
themselves. The same type of people who want you to shit on their chest during sex would
Yeah.
also want to fuck you.
Have you ever, by the way, because we know, God only knows the nightmares you've been involved with in your sexual history. Have
Oh my
you
God.
been with one of these absolute? Have you been with a woman that's a total fucking surprise mental case with what she likes?
Oh, what she's into?
Yeah, because I imagine that you have been with just the
The
full
dregs, right?
Oh, I guess so.
Hogging.
Come on.
Yeah.
Do you ever go hogging?
What's hogging?
Let
Like where you
Tom
just
tell
go
you.
out and you just try to find the fattest chick possible, like you're hunting for
That's
hogs.
Tripoli stuff.
Yeah, is
Tripoli
it?
loves
Tripoli
that.
does that?
Yeah, Tripoli is way into that. I do not go hogging. Ugh, no, I do not. I've wound up with a hog, not knowing how it's happened. But I've been pheasant hunting and wound up with a hog.
So wait a minute. Have you been though with a real fucking oh my god?
Yeah. I mean, I almost hooked up with somebody in Scotland a few years ago that I was like, this might be a dude.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, where I had to start showing. Once it hit my brain, I started showing people like pictures, and they were like, "I could go either way. I don't know." Asian.
Wait, but you saw their junk, right?
No, I didn't get. I didn't get that.
Oh, you didn't
far
get
with
that
it.
far.
Oh. Have you ever had like a request though? Like I'm saying, as far as not necessarily shitting on, but something where you're like, that's a fucking crazy request.
Like bossing them around in a way, like making
Really?
them crawl around on the floor and do chores for me.
They ask for it?
Yeah, yeah. And then sometimes if I can't give that to them enough, I'm like, I can only demean you so much before it gets weird for me.
Yeah.
I'm voting Ari's a better woman because he's a little more
Obviously,
fey.
it's not a question.
Yeah.
I know.
Now wait a minute.
but his
Who would be worse?
mannerisms
Who'd be
are a
worse
little
as a
more-
woman? Me
Yeah.
or Diaz?
Oh,
Okay.
Diaz all the way.
Oh, this is easy. This is an
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diaz would be a worse woman.
Oh man,
He'd
that might
be
be the worst woman
terrible.
of all time.
Oh, he'd be gross.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
His fat is a male fat too. It's
Yeah.
not like a. It's not. It's pushed out. You look honestly, Christina. You look like you know those how to draw things, and so you draw a shape and then another smaller circle. You're just like circle,
know.
like length, circle.
I'm in the very end of it. This is what
is
it's
it, man.
like. It's
When does it
surreal.
pop out?
Few weeks.
July 18th is my due date.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you know what I
Over
heard
a
is they're doing this new thing where it's well, okay, this is a fake one, but then I'll give you a real one in a second. But where men are trying to be closer to the baby by drinking the fluid, the sac.
Oh, the placenta. We've heard this. Yeah, this is disgusting.
So can I tell you guys the most baller thing to do? The best way to show your love?
Yeah.
Okay. Having a baby together, your sperm, your vagina.
Yeah.
That's a great act of love. But so sexual love, which is part of it, it's how you get there. The most baller, most sexual thing you can do is while Christine is giving birth, like when she's like pushing out, you're fucking the baby back in.
Oh, Jesus,
well, I
man.
mean, that's just silly.
God damn it,
that's
Ari.
just so silly.
I mean, so
damn
you're
it.
saying you guys don't love each other?
This is so disgusting.
That's just
Why?
inappropriate.
You say it comes out on my terms, that the relationship will always be about you guys hooking up.
What about
And
anal?
they have to. Oh. Well, that could be quite
It might be
interesting.
too hard to do vaginal at the moment.
Oh
but
yeah, how would you
anal.
do it? Get under her, maybe like split level bed with one of those massage head things.
You are
But you just put your cock.
So
on the-
dumb.
I
know.
Just
What?
it's very.
No one take me up on this.
I'm gonna write a blog tonight
Or a social justice warrior.
about Aries.
All right.
Me too.
I don't understand why
Grossness.
you won't. It just show to me. Then the three of you get closer as a family.
Oh my god.
This is pretty gross right here. Somebody wrote
Okay.
in. Let me tell you. Tell me if you've ever done anything like this. So here's an email. Hey, mommies. I recently had something new happen with my girlfriend while we were having sex. I had to pee really bad before we started having sex.
Oh, here we
We
go.
started to
I know
get
what's
into
happening.
it, and I was like, fuck it, the pee can wait. I've got a boner, and it needs attention. So we start to bang, and after about 22 to 24 good thrusts, I shoot my load into my girl's vagina. Immediately following this,
Oh, no.
I involuntarily start peeing in her as well.
No.
As you would expect, she was not happy that I emptied my urine load into her, and we haven't spoken in days. I'm pretty sure she's getting ready to move out. Have you ever heard of this happening before? Does it have a name? I told my friends, and we settled on an Arnold Palmer. Half and half, half pee, half cum.
Yeah, we know what half and half
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
You know?
we got
Any
it.
thoughts on how to avoid this happening? Are you serious?
Yeah,
Any
you
thoughts?
do. What do you think?
Thanks, you guys are the best. Try it out, Dr. Nick. Yeah, I have an idea
Try
on
it
how
out.
you can avoid having this
Go to
happening
the
again.
bathroom first.
Yeah, just take a leak, and that's it. That's the end of
I
my
mean,
explanation.
imagine the joy to pain is actually
Try it
like,
out.
oh no.
I
That's
mean,
silly.
I wonder
That's
how
so
badly he
stupid.
had to pee. If it was a 10 and he like rejected it, and then his body was really like, you have to empty this right now. That's the only way I can imagine.
I mean,
you
but do you-
not being able to.
But
control
also,
it.
once you do it, can't you pinch? Did you have to let it all go out?
Right? Why did you said you're
I
full?
mean, you know you're pissing. Can't you just pull out and pee on the bed versus inside of your
And does she go like, "Hey, that's a lot of cum"?
That's a lot of cum. Like, yeah, baby, filling you up.
And he's like, "Hold on, don't move." And she's like, how gross would it be to be peed
Yeah,
inside
it's
of?
fucking rude as shit. I'd dump
It's rude.
him. I
It's
would
rude.
dump you.
It's rude.
I'd be like, we're done.
Really?
You would you?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd be so upset though. I mean, you know better than
Because
to pee
it
inside
would
of me.
probably-
It's not good.
What would it do to you?
It could give you all kinds of infections. I'm
Could
sure.
clean you out too.
Yeah,
You don't
Clean out
know.
your vag.
we could try it out.
Yeah, it's like athlete's foot of the pussy. You have to piss on it.
Have you done it before?
Dumb.
Pissed inside a vagina?
Yeah.
No, but I have docked with a dude and pissed. We've both pissed in each other's holes.
What?
Like
What
when
are
you touch ice cream
talking
cones
about?
together,
No,
and
you
some of Rocky
talking
Road is
about?
put on the peppermint.
Was this
crunch.
that year 20 in Israel? Yeah.
No, I've never pissed inside a woman. No, I've never done that.
No.
I mean, you have to make a decision. Like, I maybe got lost in it. Of like, well, this is already going in there. I'll keep going. How would you empty it? Handstand, walking with your legs up to the bathroom to empty it
What are you talking about? No.
after it's
Yeah,
out.
how-
I mean,
You
to
just
to
let
not-
it fall out of you. It falls on the bed.
Well, then why not just pull out in the first place?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think we're all in agreement. This man made
It's
an
immature.
error.
Very immature.
This is a bad thing to do. You don't want to do this.
I mean, I could see this breaking up your.
I have a question
relationship.
for you, Ari. Would
Alright.
you, if you're super broke, would you sell your shit to somebody?
What do you mean?
Like, would you shit into
Miami?
a bag and then like sell it to
my
somebody,
shit.
or would
Yeah.
you shit through a hole in a hammock and let that person eat your shit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, really, all you're doing is it's something you do anyways, but someone else is really enjoying it.
Listen, I don't want to like be a broken record on this podcast, but it's kind of the same as that fucking would you rather with being retarded. I mean, I want to do that anyway. I want to shit into someone's mouth.
You do?
If we could get a hammock situation where you get somebody, pay me all the better because then you're a good crowd. You know, you get free tickets, you're not as good a crowd. But you pay me and I shit in your mouth, yeah, I wouldn't have to be broke. I'm saying I'm down for that.
Yeah, I feel
Wait,
the
would you
same
let someone
way.
shit in your mouth
Absolutely not.
No.
for $100 though?
$100.
No?
No.
Come on.
That was my first time. I was ashamed, but then I got used to it. What did he have you do? Sit on this hammock. The hammock has a hole.
He puts you in a hammock. And after that, he
Is this
lays
McAfee?
on the hammock. Then he,
He would cut a little hole, and he would sit there. That's what he used it for. Cause he wanted to have like Scott sex, and I didn't agree with that.
Is she talking about Hardwick? Who are we talking about?
So it's a no-brainer for you.
I would for sure. Would you not?
No,
That was
I
my first time.
I would too. It's easy money.
I mean, you poop in someone's mouth.
I'd be embarrassed
He
at
used to
first.
make you shit in his mouth like that.
She likes
I've
it.
never had done that before.
Oh, she likes it. She
No,
takes
she's into
It
it.
was an
she takes
experience for
growlers
me,
too. You can tell that.
She takes.
under his button. He asks you to shit in his mouth. And so
They're all
Easy
smart.
money.
Easy money.
Money
yeah.
on the. I feel like every time
Oh,
I
they have
dump
to shit in
without
his
that.
mouth. Easy money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
easy
feel like
money.
there's money on the table every time I take a shit without somebody there.
Plus, you save water on like water costs.
Of course.
Not
Yeah.
to flush constantly.
I think also she probably got to the point that one was probably like just had breakfast. I gotta get over to McAfee's house real quick. You know?
Is he jerking off while this is happening?
Well, they don't talk about
wish
that,
we
but we
knew.
always assume
Have some
that
class.
it has to be.
don't, don't reveal secrets
I
to your
think
lover.
I think he has to. It has to be yes though.
Yeah, because it can't just be the joy of having it in your mouth. There has
I could
to
be. It could be that fantastic, but
Isn't there some sexual gratification? There has to.
well, if he's not jerking it in front of them as they should,
Wasted opportunity.
Yeah, but then he's waiting. I'm sure
to later jerk off.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I wonder how you build that fetish. That one really fucks.
I mean, you would have to have him by accident, like this guy that wrote it in, and now that's all he can do.
You think
piss
it's
inside girls.
that's interesting. So it's an accidental thing, and then you're like, oh wow, this is a doorway to something I'm really interested in.
Hello there. My name is John McAfee. John McAfee. John McAfee.
Poop in someone's mouth. Poop in someone's mouth.
Is that a fan?
Yeah, somebody
That's
mentioned
great. That's
Yeah.
great. Could use your time instead of working.
There they are.
Poop in
Escaping
someone's
Dad. He always makes good ones.
John McAfee.
he asks you to shit in his mouth. Shit in his mouth.
Fuck,
shit
3
in his
minutes.
mouth. He asks you to shit.
They make good ones. That's yeah, he's nasty as fuck though, man. You just nasty, bro.
Have you ever done crystal meth, Ari?
I would like to.
You can.
I
You live in the city; they sell it.
Dude, we found a bag of fucking drugs at this festival last weekend, 2 weekends ago. And it was just like, oh, what are we going to do?
Did you take him?
No, so we have
Where'd you find it?
on the road back to camping at Firefly. So we're like going back to where everybody camps.
This guy's such a psycho.
And my girlfriend
I know.
fucking stopped
That
and just held like I was
miserable.
I looked down. There's a baggie, a full baggie, and I went tie my shoes and fucking palmed it.
Good for you.
I said there's powder, pills, everything.
Powder. It's just powder. It's one of those little tiny drug bags, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so our buddy that was there with us he's just the trier. So we're like, let's give it to him. Let's give it to him and see what he tried it. Goes, it's either really shitty Coke or amazing Coke.
Oh, like he didn't know.
Yeah, and we didn't know what to do, whether we should take it or not.
And what happened?
His girlfriend was like, do not take it. We have other drugs. We brought other drugs to do. We don't need to do this fucking street drug. And we ended up just doing the other drugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't take drugs I'd found on the ground.
I normally would not.
What do you stick to just like psychedelic stuff, or do you fuck with
I'll do
everything?
Molly sometimes, ketamine once in a while.
Wow.
Yeah, that's more recent. That's a pretty fun one. I don't know, but I want to try heroin. Don't you want to try heroin?
Yeah.
No, you don't?
No,
I don't
Halur.
wanna
That's a horrible one.
Why? Because of the addiction.
Durr.
But I'm saying take that out. And don't you want to try it?
You want to feel what it must be feel. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Don't you want to?
Yeah.
So are you gonna? But
yeah.
what about just another opioid? Why do you go straight to heroin? Just try something else.
I will do that too.
I mean, what's
I'll try shit.
Was it methadone?
Methadone's it's a
I don't wanna do,
substitution
like-
for
Right, that's what I'm
heroin.
saying.
I don't want to do oxy and say it's like just like heroin. I'm like, let me fucking try heroin and tell you what's like
Get a
heroin.
needle and really start going.
Yeah, you
for
want
it,
to
huh?
do needle, bro?
No, I don't want to go needle right away. I might smoke it.
Smoke.
I've done
heroin.
that accidentally when I was 15 at a party.
What?
Yeah, and I
Oh yeah, I
just
forgot your crew.
yeah, I was goth. I just spaced out, watched an Easy Stitch commercial. My parents ended up coming to the party and taking me home. Like you just kind of
You should do meth though. Makes your dick super hard.
yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. You'll come faster and harder than you've ever come before. You won't believe how big your dick gets.
You have no neuropathy issues.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in meth.
What? Why?
What?
Yeah, a little speed with like in some ecstasy maybe, but not meth.
Wow. Okay.
So does your lady party? Sounds like it, right?
Yeah, yeah. You do the same kind of drugs. Yeah, but it's mostly
She's an
psychedelics.
art gallery curator.
No, art curator. So like people will go to them, like they're building the Hudson Yards, and they need like art for the whole thing, and so like they find artists, and I don't know. I don't know. She has her job is to go to galleries, fucking twice a week. It's such a fun job. She's like, "Hey, want to come gallery hopping with me today?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right."
It's exciting. It's
Sorry.
good. That's good.
Do you like it?
What?
Go in the gallery?
Yeah, it's
hopping?
okay. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got
How'd
me
you
into
guys
art a
meet?
little more.
How'd you meet?
Edinburgh 2 years ago.
What?
We had a festival fling. She was there in grad school. She was from Oaktown.
The town.
She was the town. Yeah.
Wait. So all right. I just had to back up. So you go to these festivals, like you go to Coachella.
Haven't been there yet. I'll go
Never
next
been.
year.
Oh, the Burning Man. You're into
Go
that.
next year. Yeah.
But you like these.
Bonnaroo for sure.
You love Bonnaroo. You
Yeah.
love.
Edinburgh.
What do you like most about the festival lifestyle? Is it that where you have
Comedy
to stand
festivals?
You have to
No, you
stand
mean
in
like
line.
music festivals?
Yeah, I mean the music stuff.
No,
like we
there's
have
no
to
standing in line.
Stand in line to take a shit or pee.
Oh yeah, I
the
mean that part's
heat.
not great.
Yeah.
So you're just focusing on the negative.
So are you the open urination kind of guy?
What?
You just piss in front of people and stuff? You just piss on the...
No.
Oh.
You go to your porta potties. They're everywhere.
I know civilized people do. I'm asking about you.
Oh yeah, no, I'll do that. Or I'll pee in this actually this.
You will?
Fucking thing. Yeah, and then I'll empty it later, wash it out. Why not?
And then drink water out of it later.
I mean, not right away, but yeah, later.
Shove your
you
dick in that?
nasty.
Mm-hmm. It's wide mouth. It gets right
Ah,
in.
right. Yeah, nice.
You got no vacuum splashback situation.
Yeah.
Are you one of those guys that pees in cups in your house and leaves them?
Oh,
around,
No,
like
I am
jars?
not one of those guys. I'm a fucking grown up. I pee when it has to in a bottle.
You go to toilets a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
Most of your pees are in toilets.
Almost all.
Yeah.
Almost all.
Now, do you fart in front of your girlfriend?
No.
But will there be a fart barrier that you break at some point, you think?
Possibly. I try to time shit in the shower. You and I are both in the same boat on that. Yeah, the shit shower crew.
Does she know about that?
Not completely, but she mentions offhand, like, what's your morning ritual? Why are you in the shower so long? I'm like, oh, most of that's just running cold water while I fully shit. And then, so you can't hear the fucking thunder that might come out. And then I, cup a handful of, this is maybe different from you. I cup a handful, coat it with toilet paper. to catch the blood droppings.
Oh, that's way different.
Okay, and then make my way to the shower, turn the hot on, and then
Ari, that blood part.
bleed out in the shower.
Does she know about? Has she seen the Jew clam?
She has not. No, she has not.
I would tell
yet.
her not to watch that.
Yeah. Not being good for her.
Brown, brown, red.
That brown, brown bread. Ari's got that brown, brown, red. That brown, brown, red.
But bro, you know what you need?
What?
You need a washlet. You need a bidet. I'm telling you, bro.
I used Bobby Kelly's for the first time, just like yours, and I really used it. And I used yours too. You move it up and down, you shift it right and left like a
dude.
claw for your ass. It's great.
Yeah.
But the only problem with that is, as a bleeder, I don't know when it's just water dripping back down off it or it's still bleeding out.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. Well, then you can
How
take
about
an exploratory wipe.
What
Then
about?
that's
Did you
when
ever
do the
check
wipe.
that thing out with a doctor?
Yeah, he said it's cool to go. Good to go.
Really?
What do you mean good to go?
Ugh.
He said
You
it
don't
didn't-
need lube. You don't need spit.
just blood.
I can't believe how big his dick was.
Well, I'm just trying to think of like period stuff.
Yeah.
Like you kind of there's an initial bout of blood and then it slows down. Do you know what I mean? Like so
Mine
you
slows
wipe.
down too. Yeah. But
Yeah, so you
sometimes,
know.
most of the time, sometimes it just keeps going.
Really?
Oh, it's so
Why
annoying.
does that? When does that happen?
I don't know.
Why?
I think it might be spicy food. I'm not sure. So I'll walk around often with just a plug up my butt.
What do you mean?
Like
I
a
mean
tissue,
exactly
like
what
a-
you
like a
should. You should
tampon.
understand that.
Tampon?
Yes, like a tampon, but just rolled up toilet paper, half in, mostly out, soaking up
Maybe
the
you
fucking
should
blood.
use
And
an
how much
actual
blood
tampon.
are you is it soaked with?
I was on jury duty last year, and it soaked through to the pant. Yeah.
Okay.
Through underwear,
You-
through pants.
Wait. You got to try maxi pads or a small tampon. Try a maxi pad. I'll
Dude,
give you
wait a
some
minute.
before
How
you
is
leave
that
today.
okay?
That was not okay. I was to my doctor. I'm like, "Are you sure we shouldn't do something?" He goes, "The operation is so fucking annoying and awful." But I'm almost at the point where I'm like, "I'm just gonna get it."
You gotta
You
get
should.
it. You gotta get
He
it.
said it might not even doing anything.
You could do a new European hour on it. You know?
A European, a trans hour.
Yeah.
Trans hour.
His trans comic hour.
Do you know what they're trying to get people to say now instead of trans? Because they're saying trans is they're saying when you shorten things, it's like negative.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
They want everyone to call them. I swear to God on this, transsexual.
No, but
No.
that's more. It's more pejorative.
That's what I
trans.
said. But
Yeah.
the heads, the leaders in charge of the transsexuals, are saying that that's what you should
But
do.
trannies
that can't
is
be.
thought to be a really
Right. So you got to like lengthen it into
Oh.
transsexual.
transsexual. Is less offensive than transsexual?
I disagree, but they're crazy these days.
There has to be a website where we can keep up on all the.
Can you enter
words.
transsexual.com, please?
Okay, let me look at it.
But seriously, can you please try a maxi pad or a
I
small
will.
tampon?
I will. Do you
I'll
have
give
one?
you some before you leave. And
Do you still have periods while you're pregnant?
no.
Oh,
But I
that's-
still
that's
have
one positive.
pads and tampons and shit.
Well, here's what came up when I hit in transsexual. Really, a lot of results though. 35 million. I don't think.
Oh,
so.
you've made two words. It's one word. It's transsexual.
Okay, hold on.
I just don't. I don't think so.
Like
Trans.
homosexual, it's one word.
No, still.
But homos are bad, and homosexual is fine.
You can't say
Tranny's
someone's a
bad.
homo.
Transsexual.
Tranny.
Yeah, this is not coming with anything that you told me about.
I mean, maybe I'm ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
That's possible.
But when I look at transsexual, yeah.
That comes up more.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Man.
what a patriarchy we live in still.
Look.
Trans woman. Well, trans is.
Yeah.
Can you type in it's just the difference between transgender and transsexual? Can you type in the difference between transgender and Transylvania? See what comes up.
It's very childish and insensitive. Very insensitive.
Come on, guys.
Very sensitive.
How
Come on.
dare
People
you?
become
need
so
pod-
sensitive.
We need a podcast. You need a sensitivity trainer in here next time I'm here.
Oh boy.
Do you know how on Around the Horn, or no, it was it PTI? No, Around the Horn, and they have a guy, the stat boy.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Correcting everything. No, what's PTI? Like, what did we get wrong?
What did we get wrong? Yeah.
We need a fucking one of those people.
Telling us that what
Yeah,
the
by the end it's like,
insensitivities.
okay, here's a long
At
list.
the end, for that whole thing that Ari said about transsexuals is completely wrong. It's,
Cross-reference. There is no record
it's
of
a
that.
porn search term only. So here we go. Here's some try it outs that came in. You know about our try it outs, right?
Try
Wait,
it out.
I think I had one of these in Edmonton. Somebody came at me with the try it out.
They did?
Yeah.
So it's based on this guy who, he made a video about how he wanted to get fucked by black guys.
Yeah, sure.
And he was like, you can move in
I've
for
gotten hold of
free. You can
people's
live.
Twitter's accounts.
You can live here for free rent, free food, free rent. You can piss on me, beat me, try it out. And so we call it, he's the try it out guy. He just says that.
Piss on me, beat me, home me now. Try it out.
So
yeah, try it out.
Yeah.
Try it
Here's a
out.
deal, man. Piss on me, beat me.
So
Here's the deal, man.
people make their different versions of the try it out guy.
Try it
videos
out. Piss
for
on
us.
I love try it out. Be cool about it.
I'm moving, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man.
For those listening, it's a cat with
It's
a
a cat.
mustache.
Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug, you wanna come, move in, your friend can move with you, man. Free rent, you get a lease and a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, home me now.
Fuck me.
You see me when I come over today, try it out, man. It's in my building.
I never thought that seeing a cat do it would be that good, but that's good.
I like when dogs and cats do people things.
Here is a hostage try it out by Rick.
Say it. Say it. Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good. If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me, 23, you want to move in, you can move in.
So this is a very creative take on
Yes,
it.
they're all very
A
creative.
lot of times, we have people doing it jogging. We had women do it. We had a woman do it in a seductive way. We've had aggressive.
We've had like Shakespearean.
Yeah, we had the kind of like the Law and Order scene where the guy had like a whiskey with him, and he was like, try it out, man. So here's a polite try it out.
I have something prepared here. Gentlemen of African descent who enjoy homoerotic sex and have had extensive experience in such. If you're African American who has made healthy life choices,
What a terrible accent he's doing.
and would enjoy an afternoon with me, I currently reside at 2395. If you need a place to stay, I can accommodate, but you must engage me sexually. I have a rare medical condition that does require me to have sexual relations often. And in return, I shall supply you with food and shelter and anything else you may need to survive. But
It's
here are
like
the
he's a
circumstances,
fucking
lads.
plantation
Men who have
owner.
recently been given the penal system,
Aw.
in
Southern
between
gentleman.
residences, or from a more radical, different upbringing, my doors are always open to you and your mates. I can put your name on all the appropriate paperwork, and I do have an extra key. I do grant you permission to urinate on me.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Try it out.
Who was that guy? Did he get what he wanted? I bet he did.
I don't know that the guy actually got.
You ever see the guy looking for a girlfriend?
Yes, I'm looking for a girl. I'm looking for a
They have,
girlfriend.
they have those posts all over New York with looking for a girlfriend. Just want someone to be into, like, talk about books and movies with. If you're into that,
Oh, I thought you were talking about this man.
I'm looking for a girl.
I'm looking for a girl. So you can just have like a flyer and be like, I'm looking for a girlfriend.
yeah, the guy's kind of ugly though, and it's almost like putting the focus on, like, if you want something real, I'm here for you. But it's like,
Who wants
you're a
that?
weirdo.
Can you see that?
What?
A kid.
Oh, yeah.
You saw it?
Moving.
Look, let's go.
It's fucking weird as fuck what's happening to your body.
I know, it's crazy.
What the fuck is that? You're blowing up like a goddamn balloon.
I know.
You've got a thing inside you kicking against you.
I know.
Like
it's bananas.
alien.
It's bananas.
It's nuts.
It's a person.
Can you feel the difference in a kick and a punch?
Yeah. Kicks your ribs. It stretches out.
What the
Does full
F?
flips. You
Flips
can say,
around
You can
in there.
say fuck on this podcast. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How much do you want to ridicule these people?
Nope. Cool.
Being underwater,
Fuck 'em
it's just an
already.
escape. It's just such a serene, tranquil setting.
Feels like I'm a fish. I could be Ariel's sister.
Shut up, Paige Doring.
Mermania. Would you go to Mermania?
I would go.
Would you participate?
Yeah, absolutely.
You put on the mermaid.
I mean, I wouldn't give up spots for it, but if it was a daytime thing in a city I'm in and it's not a radio day,
Yeah.
then yeah, maybe.
Then you'd go.
Absolutely.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
I used to live there.
Mermaids from all over the world here. This is the largest,
You lived in Greensboro?
Yeah.
Really?
When?
When?
Till 4th grade.
first global mer meetup ever.
Mer meetup.
It's global because I got one lady from Afghanistan comes over. It's like,
Is this harmless?
Yeah.
You think so?
Harmless. I mean, except for the extensive abuse that. What if they were abusing them like the fucking Michigan State guy was? Just somebody meeting up with this beautiful, nice thing, and it's like, oh no, it's ruined.
I've made these tails right here.
They make their own
They're
tails.
not real, don't tell anybody. They take me over 4 months. I hand stitch them. My tails of art range from 2,900 and
Wow.
up.
It's like wearing a couture gown.
It's a couture gown, but it's a tail. And you can swim in it.
Wow. You think it's hurting anybody?
Oh no, I don't think.
No, I mean,
I don't think it's
get
hurting
it.
anybody. I mean, I think it's beyond absurd.
I think
want
it'd
to
be
see them
cool.
walk. I don't want to see them like they're like,
Oh yeah,
it's hard to walk in this thing. That
Why
I
don't they
paid
talk
$3
like-
grand for.
I mean, it's for children. You know,
It's for
I get
children.
it for children, but a good
That's an
grown
adult.
women.
Look at this with the tail.
Yeah, like if
This tail weighs 50 pounds.
50.
But it's neutrally buoyant in the
Oh
water.
yeah, that's important.
But you
'cause
have to be able to
otherwise-
swim with some weights and swim quick.
How many fuck ups do you think happened during the
Oh, my
during
God.
like while they're designing suits? Like, oh right, it was 90 pounds. That we did lose a few people.
Yeah, when people were drowning.
We didn't think
At our
about that.
last Mermania, we lost a few of our fellow mermaids.
But what do? They just put on their nice couture gowns and then swim around with each other and then look at each other. That's the whole point.
Looks like it's just a convention pool, like a
bunch of
YMCA.
fucking nerds in a pool, and then they.
That's what it is.
4 years ago, I discovered that there was this
Oh, they wear
community
bracelets?
of people that were
Of course they
just
got
as
it.
in love with mermaids as I was.
Oh,
Being
he's
a
got the body
merman
of me.
isn't as easy as the girls. You see a mermaid, like everybody's like, oh, how beautiful. But you see a guy, and they're kind of.
No shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah. But also, like, how often are you seeing people see mermaids where you're making this decision?
Yeah,
like,
this doesn't happen all the time.
yeah. I feel like your data points are not enough.
This guy, is he really?
I mean, the crazy thing is you get this level of heterosexuality in the merman industry.
know.
It's very weird.
I still don't know how people have time for this shit.
That's always
Like,
the thing
how
that
do
comes
you,
up.
as an adult, you don't have a fucking job, a mortgage, kids, life.
How do
This
you have time
asshole's
for
got
your
time for
mermaid
this
shit?
shit.
Yeah. Where are you making time for these kind of hobbies?
Making tails for 4 months.
I mean, even for
That's
him
crazy.
to go down to the pool with the fucking crown and
yeah,
the face
makeup on, and
Do you got to rent out the whole pool, or can you? This seems like a giant pool. Do you get half and half
looks
with like
enormous.
bad kids?
I don't know. Seems like other like serious swimmers would be like, you guys got to get the fuck
Get out!
of
It's
here.
5 o'clock now. Get out! We're doing laps.
Yeah, take your cum fins out of here so I can work out.
Your cum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is just a different version of Wild Wild West.
Totally.
But this
It's
guy,
like
but
people
yeah,
like, get them out of
he's
here.
clearly he's straight. So I think.
Yeah.
Well, do you think he's there? He's in it for the girls, in which case
In it
that's
for
a
the
good
puss.
racket. It's a good.
How are you
thing.
gonna get laid when everyone's wearing a fucking tail over your vagina?
Yeah,
it's not. He's not thought out.
It just comes when it's time to like, hey, let's go look at our tails together in my room.
Let's go flop around like we're
Yeah.
out of the water. Fucking-
All right, another merman. Give me 5. Trying to
jeez.
have the
Don't
world
talk
be
to my
more
kid.
accepting of
Don't talk
mermen.
to my
We
goddamn
share the
kid.
love of the sea
Oh,
and
get
the
the
life
fuck
that
outta
thrives in
here.
it. And
Of someone
we're
have
doing
gloves.
it 'cause
There's
it
a
makes
bunch
us
of dudes.
happy.
Yeah,
Okay,
a bunch of dudes that don't like chicks doing this. That's cool.
When I first started doing this mermaid thing, there was no one else in the world that was doing it as a freelance job.
Really?
And
You did it
it's
as a job?
wild to look around and see that there's hundreds, thousands of mermaids around the world.
How do you know
all
that?
making a living.
I agree. How
How
do
do you know no one else is doing it
I think
freelance?
we have something super positive to offer.
There's a fat
You know,
one.
it'd be
Did you see
so
the fat
disappointing
mermaid?
about like meeting her.
There's no fat mermaid.
She's a mermaid.
If you met this girl at a bar or something,
A
you'd be like,
mermaid.
and you have no idea.
yeah, you're like, she's cute, she's cool,
yeah.
she's articulate.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I got this thing this weekend. I don't know if you want to come check it out. And you're like, yeah, what is it?
I'm interested in your interests.
I'm a mermaid. And then like all your
What's that?
your fucking red flags kind of go like,
Bing, 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 bing. like all your fucking have mail ready to go out. It just
Yeah.
flags up.
you're like, yeah, this isn't going to go anywhere. This thing.
Well, and also she claims to be the world's first freelance mermaid.
I
But
know.
how does she know that?
a good
How do you
question.
Well, because
empirically?
before this, it was only people who did it for a living. They got 401ks, and no one was able to really shift this into a time
Right.
where you have time off.
Freelance.
She's a freelancer, guys.
There's hundreds, thousands of mermaids around the world now, all
Yeah,
Hundreds of thousands.
I don't know about
making a living from doing this beautiful art form.
What?
And I think we have
art form.
I mean, people
How does she know she's the first? Shut the
People
fuck up.
still drown at every convention, but every week it gets better. Yeah, there's a big one there. Big old mermaid.
I'm
Yeah.
not. They're
something
not
super
fat.
positive to offer the world and
Wow.
to be an inspiration for people to reconnect back to the birthplace of all life itself, which is the ocean.
Ooh, that's
Are they doing
Oh,
a
there's
mermaid
There's
accent?
another big one in there. That's a whale.
Yeah.
Merwhale.
No, but wait. We need this to reconnect with water?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can just go in.
We're good.
It also doesn't give you breathing ability. So scuba diving's nice as well. Snorkeling.
You know.
Just swimming.
I just want to say you're both jerks. This is a nice thing. People were getting together for a nice time. And you guys were just real jerks.
We're bullies.
Yeah, totally.
We're just bullies.
Totally.
Yeah, you're just terrible.
It just seems like it really. I think what angers me.
High five, another merman.
I think what.
High five, kid. He's going to a 6-year-old.
High five, another merman.
Don't talk to Mikey.
And the kid was like, "Yeah, I already saw. I saw you here, buddy. I knew you were here. I didn't choose to say anything to you."
I think what it just angers me that it's adults, like grown people, wasting their time with this horse shit.
Do you think it's the same as a kickball league?
Or dodgeball for
Dodgeball,
fucking
yeah.
35-year-olds. Yeah.
So you know,
It's just
or
silly.
bangs on 30-year-olds. It's like, stop it. Grow the
last
fuck
week,
up.
Silly.
last week we had
Bangs? That was your
same
line.
shit. Fucking grow the fuck up. Don't wear bangs anymore. You're not 12. Stop it and quit wearing onesies, you idiot women.
You know,
wear pajamas. Get the fuck over yourselves. Wear adult clothes. It takes you 45 minutes to piss. Stop
That's
it. It's
true.
unfunctional.
You know, we had Fart Simpson, Tony,
Yes.
do that prank call.
Yeah, it was
He did
outstanding.
An amazing prank call.
On who?
Where he used that try it out guy. And
played it for people?
No, he had a guy, he put an ad in. He went, it's elaborate. Had the guy, had an ad out for renting his home. So then a guy was like, I'm interested in renting this place. And then he answered the phone and was like, oh, talk to my dad or my uncle. It's his place. And then used the soundboard to be the piss on me, beat me guy. Like, and that guy talked to him. It was amazing. It was amazing. And it was, I mean, it was amazingly done. And the guy was like, I want to come in July. And then the board would be like, you want to move in? You can move in. And he's like, yeah, I want to come in. And he's like, you got free food, free rent. The guy's like, free rent? And he's like, fuck me, piss on me. And the guy's like, wait, what? It was fantastic.
Played it perfectly timed.
It's perfect.
Wow.
So he did another one where he called this Texas rapper that he found on Craigslist. He's been calling him as different members of Will Smith's family.
Oh,
and,
shit.
And this time
That's pretty funny.
he got this kid to talk to a soundboard of Jaden Smith,
Oh,
Will Smith's son.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid talks to him, you know?
Hello?
What's poppin'?
Who this?
My name is Jaden Smith.
What? Damn, son.
You seen La La Land?
Yeah, I'm in La La Land right now.
Yeah, I like base my life loosely off of La La Land.
Weird. I've never seen that movie, though, if that's a movie. Is it a movie?
Yeah.
I'm living my
Is this
life,
really
La La
Jaden
Land.
Smith, like Will Smith's son?
Yeah.
What? So I guess you know I rap, right?
Last verse was before the award show. Icon tatted on my torso. I don't have icon tatted on my torso. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Damn. Me
Yeah.
being obsessed with like the sunset.
Weird.
The sunset, I'm like so obsessed with it.
I'm in the sunset right now. Are you watching me or something somehow? This is weird.
This is very strange.
Yeah. The sunset is nice, though. I agree.
It's just a random guy?
It's a random guy who I guess has put that he's a rapper online. And I don't know, it's so, how disconnected.
Are you just a maestro at the fucking keys, like knowing what things to say?
Oh, I think he's prepped for everything.
Because you're not just playing and pausing. You're like deciding what to play
in
when.
the moment. In the
Into
moment.
the future.
Yeah, I believe you.
You know, but my vision is for people to listen to their inner vision.
Huh. What do you mean?
What do you mean, Jaden Smith?
Jimi Hendrix lighting guitars on fire. It's like, wow, like no one does this.
Oh, like that? Like that inner vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, that inner vision's badass, man. That's the shit, son. You should go for it every time. Be free, brother.
I don't got the time to put you on a stretcher. I'm here and I'm still flexing. I'm just an icon living. Started record label, Misfits just did it. Whoa, high snob cover 5 minutes. Whoa, we are too hot in the business. Whoa.
You just make that up? Yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just make it up all the time. That's pretty incredible, man. You should make freestyle music then.
Thank you.
You should do it, man. Just tell them it's freestyle, and they'll be like, "Holy shit, much respect," because everybody respects that shit, and that what you're spitting is nice, bro.
What?
Dude, at this point, this guy's having like a fucking 5-minute conversation.
What is this? What is this?
I don't know.
It's an old necklace of mine.
It's like he's just talking to a soundboard, though. You know?
It's so crazy.
But I think this guy might be a little crazy. The guy that he called.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think something's wrong with him. Yeah.
Spit sick like Xanax. Let's take a Xanax, smoke an L, chill out, then get blunted.
He's trying to
real
rap
high
for
after
him.
the L because the blunt comes after the L because the L is NY. That's the way it goes. Let's take a Xanax and smoke a blunt.
Whoa. People hit me on Twitter like, Jaden, you wildin'. Let me talk my piece on Jimmy Fallon. They hit me on the gram like, Jaden, you stylin'. You ain't know my swag was on 1,000?
Is this you guys?
All right. I'll trust
Is
you.
this you?
Swag is on 1,000.
What?
Did you send me a picture of this?
Wait, what?
Forget it.
It's so embarrassing to hear people rap, isn't it? Like freestyle.
It's absolutely.
I can't think of what's more embarrassing. Somebody singing with an acoustic guitar at me,
Yeah.
or somebody rapping to me. I feel like they're both pretty bad.
Somebody rapping is
At you?
Oh,
Yeah. If
it's
somebody,
so
if someone's like, "You want to
embarrassing.
hear me spit?" and you're like, "Okay," and then they actually,
Yes, I would love to hear you spit.
yeah, and then they actually go for it. Everything inside me would
embarrassing.
tense up for sure.
Dude, part of me thinks any musician is super lame because, like, so what do you have, like a singing club with your friends?
Yeah.
Like when you break it down to that level, like if we were in high school and you're just like, hey, we're all going to sing together, play some music. John will play the piano and I'll sing.
It's true.
Like,
But we have a joke telling club, I guess.
Yeah, it's true.
We don't all meet together and do it. We do it on stage alone.
It's true.
Yeah.
But it is weird, right? It is joke.
Yeah, it's weird.
But how weird is someone when somebody like, "Hey, you want to hear my new bit?"
Oh,
You'd be
I don't like
"What?"
that either.
They try to do it to you. I got this.
Who does that? What the fuck is this? Did you guys send me a picture of this with in front of boobs?
No.
What are you talking about?
Get
What are you
it.
talking about?
I don't know. I got
Even
a
drugs?
text-
Did you
I got a
take
text from
drugs?
somebody with just like a picture of boobs with like this type of medallion.
No, sweetie, we don't.
Right now?
No, 2 days ago.
No,
it's not
no,
us.
no, that's not us. No, come on.
You thought that? Okay.
You think Tom's sending you titty pics?
You want more of this guy or no?
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa.
Do you want me to flow? I won't flow if you don't want me to flow.
Oh no,
bro.
don't flow. It's so embarrassing.
No, please don't,
Stressed that
Jade.
I'm an icon.
Yes, you are an icon. Holy shit, this is crazy. All right, reality hasn't really hit me. Okay.
I'm trying to clear people's palates.
This is badass, man. Dude, what do I do? What do I do to make my music be heard by the masses, man? How
Tell
do
me,
I
Will
do
Smith,
that?
son. Tell me
Can
what
you
to
help
do.
me? You can say it in like whatever poetic way you want to say it, or imagery, or
What?
whatever the fuck's going on here.
Yeah. And it just keeps
Oh,
going.
so
Yeah,
embarrassing.
it is. He really got
Now
it.
I'm
Things that I
embarrassed
say
for
are
her.
just things to be said, and some of the things that I say are super important.
Wait.
And I wouldn't talk when I was young.
Yeah.
Because I was contemplating life.
Weird.
You know.
I mean, this guy just is full hook, line, and
Full
like-
in.
Yeah, he's all in on this, asking for advice, saying crazy shit. But I think he's pretty fucked up.
I was just thinking about Jada Pinkett Smith the other day. Remember when her children were younger and they were starting to push them into show business, and she was like
They were doing show business shit really young.
11, 10, yeah, and she's like, there is so much talent in our house. We are so talented. Like, and I just think now that I'm a parent, and I'm like, I couldn't even imagine pimping my children out.
That much?
Never. I would never pimp out my. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A
It's
10-year-old,
crazy.
11-year-old, like they're too young. It's too much.
If you're a child actor, best case scenario, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, they book nothing.
Right.
And then they're met with like their parents' disappointment because they're not doing well.
Right.
That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, they book a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
become child celebrities, and have an OD at 26.
Yes.
That's like,
It's crazy.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like, why would you make your kid? I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible. We are so talented. Remember that
So
horse
talented.
shit? There's so much talent in this house.
dude, celebrities
Remember when
are
they
garbage.
when they asked her about
They really are. They're fucking
the worst.
silly people.
They asked her about like if they have an open marriage. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
no.
yeah.
What'd she say? What'd she
She was
say?
like, Will can do what he wants to do if he can look at himself in the mirror.
Yeah, that's the exact quote.
Yeah.
Oh.
And everybody was like,
Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean?
that means
You know what
like,
that means.
That's some shit has
Don't
happened
fuck anybody ugly?
Yeah, yeah. Basically.
He could look himself in the mirror like, whatever, I guess. Whoa, my gosh.
That's crazy.
That's
How do you put reins on Will Smith? I mean, he's like the hottest dude, you know?
Yeah.
Guys like that, they just fuck.
This
There's
family's
nothing
too
to do.
talented to be held back sexually.
I'm trying to think of
Sexually.
I don't know.
Can you? What if one of your kids wanted to go into acting? What would you do?
Negative.
You're
I
like-
mean, I say wait until you're 18, at least until you're
Same as alcohol.
same as what?
Same as alcohol. Like not now.
Yeah,
these
it's
are
like,
these are adult things.
These are adult things. I don't think you're emotionally equipped for the judgment and the criticism, and
Yeah.
especially now. I mean, my goodness, you put something up on YouTube, people shit on you. It's like, it's
Oh my gosh! Why would you
horrible.
want that to like?
No, I'm not interested. I don't need. He doesn't need to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. You can just be a
Just get a
kid.
job later. Get a summer job and that's it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put the kid to work, man.
No, it's work. The showbiz is, terrible.
Yeah.
What kind of mom or dad, knowing now what you know, who would do that?
I think they're living through the
Fucking
kid.
city. This fucking city we're in.
Yeah, I know. I think you think it's glamorous and fun and like a hobby or something. Like
The
it's
kid don't.
No.
He's like, You just let him in a school play. He'll get just as much out of it.
Yeah, maybe that. I'd be like, do your school stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try see if you like it there.
All right, where can
Give me
people
a
see you
paycheck.
coming up?
I'll be at the Edinburgh Comedy Festival.
Oh, that's right.
August 2nd through the 26th.
What's the show
Jesus
called?
Christ.
Jew.
Just called Jew?
Ari
Oh,
Shafir,
that's
Jew.
good.
Yeah.
Jew?
Mm-hmm.
Joe.
You Jew motherfucker, you!
Yeah.
I think I could have a storytelling show here in LA, but in the middle of July. But mostly it's that, and then I go do a European tour in November and stuff.
Well, that's fun. Where are you going? Do you know?
Yeah, all over Brussels, Belgium, Berlin. I'm going finally for the
Berlin's
first time.
the best.
You've been there?
I love Berlin.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's such a cool city.
Yeah, I got 3 days there.
What about Budapest? Any
I don't think I'm going there.
Hungarian stuff? No.
No, I'd like to. You've been there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When'd you go there?
My family's from there.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah. They don't like Joy that much now that I think about it. They might not want jokes.
When do you do? July 18th. Fuck.
Coming up, man.
Fuck.
No.
I just got to make sure they're situated, then I can finally hit the road for life. You know.
See you later,
Have you
Dad.
not been going on the road?
I mean, I've been home for a couple weeks. I'm going to stay home through most of August
Because of this kid?
because of this kid. Yeah.
That's cool. That's a
Yeah.
fun one.
But then it's like peace, like for real.
How will you pay for a car a month habit that you have?
I know.
I don't know. Try to figure it out.
I mean, you're not going to start getting a used car a month. That's not.
Oh.
It's gross.
Don't even say that.
Then you're going hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's not too crazy, actually. It's not too crazy. It's 2 weekends a month through November.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
gotta
all
pee
right.
again, guys.
Well, let's wrap it up. Let's
Baby's
wrap it up.
kicking my butt.
Wrap it up. I have a podcast called Ari Shafir Skeptic Tank. I don't know. I saw the opening for the Degenerates.
Oh yeah.
How's it
I
look?
haven't seen it. How'd you
Cool
see it?
as fuck. Sometimes
How
with
did you
Thomas.
fucking see
Sometimes with
that?
Tomzik.
Tell
Because
me
I went to
send
see
it to me.
Tomzik's new movie.
Tag.
Tag.
How is it? I want to go
Fun.
see it.
Super fun.
I really want to go see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's great. What was I going to say? But yeah, the opening for Degenerates that he made looks fucking
Good, because it was
cool.
hard as fuck to shoot.
While you have that pregnant belly.
Yeah. It was so hot too. No, it looked cool. It looked cool. I hope it. Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Don't forget that new episodes are going to be streaming 2 hours before YouTube now. It's twitch.tv.
On the Patreon? On Twitch?
No, on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Your Mom's House Podcast. So you can go there and chat it up. Your Queen Jeans 1, right?
Queen Jeans one, yeah.
On you guys have a message board?
On Twitch.
On Twitch.
That's my identity on Twitch. Is
Oh,
Queen
right.
Jeans #1.
Oh, yeah, and I am DJ Dadmouth 1. So we'll be jumping on in there. Maybe can I do tomorrow? I don't know if I can do tomorrow or not. But I'm going to be there as often as I can. So that's that.
Cool.
Ari Shafir, catch him Edinburgh, catch him all over. Listen to his podcast. Thanks for coming.
What do you
You're
name
always
your What do you name your kid?
Ari.
Ari.
Okay, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. It's pronounced sorry, but I'm okay with that.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye. I love you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like this, you know what I'm saying? My mom now.
You know what I'm saying?
Inspired by that same French excellence.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
The mayor of Know What I'm Saying.
Yeah, he wants to be the mayor. Here we go.
you know what I'm saying?
Like this, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
For all purposes.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like this, you know what I'm saying?
Do anyone understand that?